Dov, thanks for being with us. This is at least a temporary conclusion of a cycle. We have a long cycle that's been going on.
Yeah.
And Dov's been a major part of it. We thank Dov for all along. And after Pesach, we'll make some decisions about the continuation.
What we're going to do. Right. I'd like to thank Eitan and Label too. So
yes, we had a chance online to half of that group, but all three of you been really great. And Label been really great, and all the participants have been great, having those nice smiley faces and the good wishes appreciated by all. So, Dov, if you're ready.
Not really, but never go. He she'omda, he she'omda, lava se'ubela. He she'omda, he she'omda, lava se'anubela. He she'omda, he she'omda, lava se'anubela. He she'omda, lava se'anubela. Shelo echad bilvad, amad aleinu lechalosenu. Shelo echad bilvad, amad aleinu lechalosenu. Ella shebechol davatar, amdim aleinu lechalosenu. B'hakadosh baruch hu, matzilenu miyodom. Dum, yum ba da 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 dee da dum, yum da 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 dee da dum, dee da da dee da dum, yum da 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 dum, yum da 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 dee da dum, yum da 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 dee da dum, dee da dum, dee da dum, Allah da dee da dum, dee da da dee da dum, yum da da dee da dum, dee da dee da dum. Yum dai dai di dai dum, dai dai di dai dum, yum dai dai di dai dum, ba di dai dum. Yum di dai dai di dai dum, yum da dai dai di dai dum, yum da dai dai di dai dum, di dai dai di dai dum, yum da dai dai di dai dum, yum da dai dai di dai dum, yum da dai dai di dai dum, di dai dai di dai dum, yalla dai di dai dum, di dai dai di dai dum, yalla dai di dai dum, di dai di dai dum, yum dai dai di dai dum, di dai dai di dai dum. Yum dai dai dee dai dum, dee dai dee dai dum. Thank you.
Thank you, Dov.
My pleasure.
Havdalah on the way. Hine el Yeshua tiftach v'lo echad ki ozi v'zin raja Adonai v'hi l'Yeshua u'shaptem mayim b'sasa v'imane Yeshua l'Adonai ha'Yeshua m'cha b'chatecha sela Adonai tzvod imanu mizkav lanu heikov sela Adonai tzvod ashrei adam boteach bach Adonai Hoshia HaMelech Yaneinu V'Yom Koreinu La'Yudim Ha'Torah V'Simcha V'Sasam Mika Kenti Elanu Kos Yeshuot Esa U'Shem Adonai Ekra Savrei Ma'anan Rabbanan Rabotai Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Olam Borei Pri Hagafen Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam borei minei besamim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam borei me'orei ha'esh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil ben kodesh lecho ben or lechoshech ben Yisrael la'amim b'yom hashvi d'sheshet yemei ha'maaseh Baruch atah Adonai hamavdil ben kodesh lecho. Hey, Shavua Tov again, Dov. Thank you. I know Dov, maybe some others are traveling soon to be with others for Pesach. Everybody should have Nisiyat Tova who's traveling, and we should all enjoy a Chag Kosher V'Sameach. So here's our halachic story for tonight. Maybe with a little bit of a surprise ending. Takes place in a factory, a pretty large operation. The actual owner is an on-site management, but upper management. He has floor managers. The owner is not usually interacting so much with most of the employees. It's a small circle, usually up in the office space. But on this particular day, he comes down to check on something, and everybody seems to be busy except for this one guy is just like standing with his back to the wall, his legs crossed while he's standing up, looking around at other people working, and he's not doing any work at all. And the boss is really upset that somebody here in his factory is just taking a relaxation stand. And he goes over to him and he says, "What do you think you're doing here like this? I can't believe you. How much money do you earn a month?" And the guy tells him, I earn 3,000 shekel a month. He says, "I want you to wait right there. Just wait right there." And he goes back upstairs, comes down with 3,000 shekels. He pushes them into the guy's hand and says, "The nerve of you to think that you could be just standing around here while everybody around here is working, and that you could be here doing nothing but looking at this time. I don't ever want you to come back here again. Here's $3,000." And he literally shoves him towards the door, and he goes out. So this young man immediately goes, I think, to Rabbi Silberstein directly, and he says to him, "I don't know. I came to deliver a pizza. A couple of workers ordered lunch, a late lunch, and it happened to be my last shift for the day. And I was very intrigued with what was going on in the factory. I'm just standing there watching what people are doing in this factory. And this guy comes and, reads me the riot act, gives me 3,000 shekels, and literally, pushes me out. And he says, obviously he didn't know I wasn't one of his workers. So he understood that he thought he was one of his workers who was goofing off. But he wants to know, do I have to give him back the money? So some of the background information, I guess when I said surprise, the surprise hasn't come yet, but I guess it was a little bit of a surprise finding out that he was the pizza delivery guy, right? Okay. But so truthfully, in this day and age, we don't necessarily have such expert dayanim judges to evaluate the level of financial compensation for embarrassment, although embarrassment is one of the 5 main categories of damages that can be caused to somebody else. Another issue is that the embarrassment is usually one of the damages that come out of a physical injury. So there could be medical bills have to be paid, maybe loss of wages, and usually they all emanate out of a physical injury. So it's already in a little bit different category. However, going back in Jewish history, we have Shira Gaon. So we're talking about hundreds of years ago. Already established a rule that was later incorporated into the Shulchan Aruch, that if somebody verbally embarrassed somebody, that he would be excommunicated. And it was understood that at times that verbal embarrassment might be even more painful than the physical embarrassment. So there is a some type of claim maybe to be made here. By the same token, while this pizza delivery man did not necessarily intend to cause damage, it's possible that his standing around doing nothing was of a damage to the welfare of the factory as well. Like if he did give people the impression that it's okay to goof around, that might have had some type of financial consequence for the operation of the factory as well. But the surprise is that Rabbi Silberstein decided not to be the one to evaluate all of these different factors here. And he advised this young man that he should actually go to one of the established Beit Dins with a panel of judges and have them actually evaluate to see what should be done. But so even though on a Torah level, the damages for embarrassment have to be generated by the physical injury, which maybe you could say the pushing him out might actually qualify. But if it doesn't, there's another halacha that says, however, that if the injured party actually seized some assets of the person who embarrassed him, the Beit Din wouldn't take it away from him. So in the end, he didn't even seize it, he was given it. So he has this money. Maybe he's allowed to keep it. Maybe he's allowed to keep some of it, not all of it. But the gentleman was encouraged to go to a Beis Din to work it out. I don't have the sequel of the story, so just sensitizing us to the issues, So maybe we'll see what happens in a future volume from the response of Rabbi Silverstein. But I want to wish you all Shavua Tov. May we have only smooth encounters with halacha, like the joy, like the joy of Pesach, and it's the beginning of a new Torah year for us. So we're looking forward to great things happening in the months ahead as well. Shavua Tov. Thanks for joining.
Shavua Tov.